Hello and welcome to lesson 2.1.8b. You should have your math notebooks open to 2.1.8 in your math notebook. We have 6 problems to do today. Problem 2-75, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, we've got 6 problems to do. In your notebook, you have a table. A table is when I'm saying you have this thing of columns and rows, and you are writing in here, you have the left expression, the right expression, and you have an explanation. That is what I mean by a table. So let's go ahead and look at today's problem. Scroll down to 275. It says, now apply the solving skills that you talked about in 274 in our previous lesson in building, simplifying, and solving the equations for x. Be sure to record your work. So one thing that you could do right away is you could go ahead and in your tables, you'll notice that you have these columns and rows. Okay, here's the left, here's the right, and here is the explanation. And we always write the original before we start going. Notice this line separating the two is the equal sign. Okay, so it'd be a really good thing right now to go ahead and pause the video and record A, B, C, D, E, F into your notebooks. Go ahead and do that now. So let's go ahead and start by looking at problem letter A. Here I have 3x minus 7 equals 2. Okay, this is the original. And what we need to do is go through our 6 legal moves. I gave you 3 last week and 3 yesterday to make 6 legal moves. So here we go. I always go in the same order because it's a way of thinking as a teacher. So step number 1, do I see a 0 pair? Is this a 0 pair? No, that is not a 0 pair. So I don't see any 0 pairs. Is there a bottom to top flip? No, nothing in the negative region. Okay, so if there's not a bottom to top flip, then I look for balance. Are there matching tiles on matching sides? Is this a balance? No, those are not matching. Okay, so there's none from last week. No 0 pairs. No balance. No bottom to top flip. So this is going to be one of the rules that I gave you yesterday. A side to side flip. So I'm going to take these 7 tiles and I'm going to flip them to the opposite region. And when I flip them, I change their sign. So what you need to write in your notebook, on the left, I have 3x. In the middle, we have the equal sign. And on the right, I have 9. And I give my explanation. That was a side-to-side flip. Okay, go ahead and record that. Okay. Now, once I have that down, I have 3x equals 9, and what I need to do is regroup. I don't want to know what 3x is. I want to know what 1x is. So a regroup looks like this. I take my x tiles, I turn them horizontal, and now I'm going to divide these into 3 equal groups. Now I do them one at a time because I'm a teacher, but if you can see how it's going to work, then you could probably do that. Now this regroup makes 3 groups of 1x equals 3, my explanation, regroup. Okay? And this is the extent of all of these problems. You go through the exact same thinking on every single one. I am trying to train your brain to think systematically. Okay? In mathematics, you're not going to do this in real life unless you're going to be an 8th grade math teacher. Okay, what we're trying to train your brain to think is, I'm going to give you a set of rules, and you follow them systematically. That's mathematical thinking. You use that every day in real life. So let's go ahead and look at problem letter B. Here's problem letter B. 1 plus 2x minus x equals 1x, I think it just says x, minus 5 plus x. That's the left, the right, and this is the original. If you need to write this down, pause and write it down. So think, what is your first legal move that you always look for? Zero pairs. Do you see a zero pair? I see one. It's right here. That's a zero pair. So I take it off and I write what is left in the second row. 1 plus x equals, I'm going to go ahead and put these two together. 2x minus 5. I said 1 plus 1 is 2x, and so that's that. Okay, my next legal move. I'm going to do a balance. They're matching tiles on matching sides, so I'm going to balance. And I write what I see. I see 1 equals x minus 5. That was a balance in row 3. In row 2 was a zero pair. Then we did a balance. Okay, next we have a side-to-side flip. Notice that I want to get this x by itself. To do that, I need to get rid of these tiles. How do I get rid of them? Well, I'm going to do a side-side flip. I'm going to take them and flip them over here. By flipping them over there, I now have 6 equals x after a side-side flip. These are the legal moves. I have done A and B for you. Okay? Your job is to build and practice letter C. If you need some help looking and seeing what C, D, E, F look like, I'm going to build it and show you, then you finish. Okay, I'm not giving the answers C, D, E, F. That's on you. But I will build it and show you the answer. Here is problem letter C. Problem letter C says 3 minus 2x equals 2x minus 5. That's the original. I'll give you a hint. The first step is a side-side flip. Your second step is a regroup. Write them down. Follow the steps. Problem letter D. This is problem letter D. I have 3 plus 2x minus parentheses x plus 1 equals 3x minus 6. That's the original. I personally, this is me personally, I would do a bottom to top flip. I would do a zero pair. I would do a balance. I would do a side-side flip. And I would do a regroup. There's my help. Letter E. Letter E, I have negative x plus 3 minus x equals 2x minus 7. Me personally, I would do a zero pair. I would do a bottom to top flip. I would do a side-side flip. I would do a regroup. That'll give you your answer. Letter F. Step 1, balance. Oh, I should write it. -4 plus 2x plus 2 equals x plus 1 plus x. I would only do a balance. And then you're going to notice something. And then you're going to do a zero pair. And you're going to feel like you did it wrong. But if you do a balance and a zero pair, what you have is correct. We'll talk more about problems like this tomorrow in lesson 2.1.9. Okay? Thanks for tuning in to today's lesson for 2.1.8b. We did problem 2-75, A, B, C, D, E, F. So, stay tuned for more lessons. Thanks for getting it done. We'll see you tomorrow.